Hello everybody, it's Gail here. Thanks for coming back to watch another video on my channel, and if you are new, hello and welcome. I was asked to do a video showing how I make the insert for my traveller's notebook using laminating pouches. Now there are loads of other videos on YouTube showing how to do this, but I was requested, so that's why I'm doing it. So basically, if you're on a budget or you can't wait God knows how long for delivery of the ready-made dashboards, that's the word I'm looking for, you can easily make your own. I went to the pound shop and got a pack of, I think it was 25 laminating pouches for £1. And I'm going to be making inserts or dashboards for my basics, which is pretty much the size of the Erin Condren perpetual calendar that you get as a freebie, but I have trimmed it down so that it fits inside my basics. I've literally taken like a tiny bit off each edge and a tiny bit off the bottom, so now it fits perfectly. So what I've done, I'm making 4 dashboards, so I've got 8 laminating pouches. What I've taken is one whole laminating pouch like this, put it on my cutting board, which was like also from the pound shop, used my craft knife, and all I did was I measured the size of my book but just a tiny little bit extra. I literally put the ruler on and just went on the outside of the ruler, you can just see there, and I did 4 all at the same time, so all 4 are pretty much the same size. Just be careful that they're not moving when you're cutting them, because I think some of mine did, so they might be slightly off, but I don't care. So take your 4 that are going inside your pouches. The crucial thing is with these, you've got to have a really clean surface, because every little bit, like these little bits of paper here that you get, will be stuck forever inside your pouches, and you don't want that. So I've got 4 that I've cut to the size of half of my book. So I've got 4 on one side, 4 on the other side. So I literally just put the book on, cut round it, and then slice them straight in half. Then what you're going to do is take one of your full size laminating pouches. You're going to clean any bits off it, because this is what's going to drive you nuts, especially in my house where everything's covered in glitter, and I'm always covered in glitter. And I've got long hair, so there's always hairs everywhere. Just make sure that it's as clean as you can possibly get it. You're going to open up your full-size laminating pouch, which is sometimes easier said than done. There we go. So we're going to open that up, and then you're going to take, so there's my pouch open. Again, make sure it's super clean inside. And then you're going to take one of the pre-cut pouches that you make. And you see this is the shiny side. And all you're going to do is take your 2 bits of your pouch that you cut, if you can get them separated. Oh, there we go. Get them separated. And you're going to turn them so that the 2 shiny sides are against each other and the 2 matte sides are sticking up. So on the bottom of this is the matte side, and on the top of this is the matte side. You've literally just turned it inside out on itself. Again, make sure you've got no bits on it. Make sure that they're nicely lined up, and pop it inside your laminating pouch. So the shiny sides are facing each other and they're in the middle of this bit here. This is a matte side, underneath is a matte side, the two shiny sides are touching each other. That's one side of your dashboard. Then you're going to take the other. Can you see there, I've got a bit there. What is that? Ah, what the hell is that? There we go. Get it off your dashboard, line it up. And then get the other side, or the other half of your sheets that you cut. Again, open them up so the matte sides are exposed. Turn them in on themselves so your shiny sides are together in the middle. Remember, the shiny sides are not sticky. They're the bits that are going to create your pocket. Your matte sides are going to stick to this big laminating pouch that we're putting together. Then I'm going to lay them down, not quite next to each other. I'm going to leave a little gap because remember, you've got to wrap these around the books that are inside your traveller's notebook, right? So line them up as best you can. And then this is the tricky bit. You've got to close the laminating pouch without everything moving. There we go. So you've made a sandwich, if you like. And then all you're going to do is put it through your laminator. Mine was £12 from Tesco's. And you're just going to feed it through your laminator. Now I always feed mine through my laminator twice just to make sure that everything is super sealed. And I always think sometimes you get that kind of sort of grainy appearance when you do laminating with these pouches. Doesn't bother us too much, but you can take some of that away by running it through the laminator again. It's just the glue that hasn't kind of stuck properly the first time. So just run it through the laminator again, and then you know everything's stuck, and it'll make them hopefully look a little bit clearer. So this is just coming through now. Then what we're going to do is trim around the edges so we've got a nice neat finish, and then I'll show you how to make your pocket. And hopefully this will save you a bit of money and a bit of time if you can't be bothered to wait for a delivery. Now, I'm not saying that these are a patch on the, you know, the thick, lovely vinyl ones that you can buy ready-made by experts. But if you're in a bind, you're a bit stuck and you just want to prettify your notebook without waiting, you know, 3 weeks or whatever for them to arrive, it's a really good way of making your own. And they're quite sturdy. They're not like going to fall apart straight away, but... Right, I'm just going to grab my craft knife. So I've got my pocket here. And I didn't grab my ruler, one sec. So now what I'm going to do is, can you see where the pocket is there? Can you see this line here? So that's your pocket that you've made all the way around there. Oops, sorry. And I'm just going to trim. Going to leave a tiny little gap because I don't want the pocket to open up. And I'm going to trim all the way around the edges, and then I'll show you how to make your pocket. Right, so I've trimmed the bottom and the two sides. Now, if you've got any edges that you didn't line up perfectly straight, use that edge, the one that you messed up on, as your opening for your pocket. And all you need to do is put it on your cutting mat. I'm going to get my ruler, and you're going to slice, because you allowed a tiny bit of extra room when you were measuring, you're going to slice straight across the top, and you're going to actually slice in to where the two matte sides were, okay? Just to make, you're just going to slice a tiny bit off the top of the actual pocket, because that's where you want it to open up. So I'm going to line this up along this line as best I can. Line my ruler up. And can you see this right side's higher than the left side, but that's fine. And we're going to slice right the way through the whole thing. There you go. And what you should have, if you've done it right and you put the matte sides to the outside and the shiny sides to the inside, is two lovely pockets to put your papers in. So then you fold it up, look, and you've got two pockets that you can decorate. Fill them up with pretty papers and die cuts and stickers and whatever. Sometimes it does help just to take a little nick out of the top and out of the bottom to stop the inserts catching on your elastics and splitting. But literally just get your scissors and cut a tiny little triangle out of the top and the bottom. And there you go, job's a good one. I'll show you what it looks like when it's got something in it. So here we go, just slide in. This is just a piece of wrapping paper that I've cut, which we're going to pretend for the purposes of the video is perfectly cut and, you know, amazingly, perfectly sized and everything. Oh, it's a bit crinkly and doesn't want to go in the hole. There we go. So slide the paper in. That's the front part of your dashboard. And then you've got your pocket at the back. Another piece of the same wrapping paper. You can use wrapping paper, drawing paper, newspaper, whatever, cardstock, whatever. Cardstock's a little bit easier because it's a bit more movable, a bit more rigid. So there you go. There's my dashboard. Super pretty. I really like this paper actually. Might keep it in there, I don't know. And then it just wraps around my insert and pops inside my traveller's notebook. Like that. Job's a good one. I hope you enjoyed this video, found it useful. I'll try and link the original video that I saw where I learned how to make these, because the lady was so helpful and probably did a lot better job of explaining things than I did. But I hope it was helpful to some of you, and if you did like it, leave us a big thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye.